Now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's got some space here. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 45 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point now by Boswell. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Javon Hargrave breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. And even 40 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Stephon Tuitt coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Here we go.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll go again with Bell. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Beat these two.
Their fullback try and push the pile. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51.5, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either. An NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal 1st down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's Bernard. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they? The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. They'll run again with Bernard. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a give to Bell running left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Steeler 1st down on a pickup of 11 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. And this one's incomplete. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So 2nd and 10 here. To throw again. Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Dalton here from the gun. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Again, it's Bell. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Roethlisberger to his big target, James, all 6-7 of him for a Steeler 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. A screen to Bell. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Boswell's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
There goes Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Dalton now to pass. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down, 8. A give to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down following the run. Operating from the gun, Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run it now out of the gun as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the gun, Dalton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So Dalton now. And able to find Green. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just won. To find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now a carry for Bernard. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Second down, Dalton. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Play clock winding down. Now Bernard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. And scoring again, the Saints have extended their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A very solid gain of 27.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Throwing right, and that's complete. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down right around the 26. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a toss play to Bernard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun. Dalton. He's going to air one out. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it. Heinz Field has always been a tough place for field goal kickers. It's just a very heavy side, plus you've got an open end of the field with wind coming off the Allegheny. And sure enough, he kind of chunks this one, and it's no good.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On the counter, here's Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The give is to Bell. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now the toss to Bell running right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play, to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Room here to run. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Boswell for the extra point. This part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Dalton, 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. It's do or die for Dalton. He'll buy some time right. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty.